In a small village nestled among fog-shrouded mountains, a young monk named Taka resided. Each dawn, he diligently cleaned the temple grounds, the gentle rustling of his bamboo broom the only sound breaking the serene silence. Beneath this calm exterior, however, swirled torrents of doubt and anxiety. Taka constantly questioned whether he was truly on the right path in his practice, whether he was living up to the villagers' expectations, and whether he was worthy of guiding others. These thoughts cascaded through his mind like an unending waterfall. Nights were spent staring at the ceiling. The temple's head priest observed Taka's troubled state with concern. One day, the priest offered gentle counsel. It is important to think, but overthinking can obscure the truth, much like stirring a pond until its depths are no longer visible. Despite this insight, Taka struggled to quell the turmoil. Then, while organizing old texts at the temple, he discovered an ancient map. It depicted the location of a revered teacher living deep within distant mountains, known for guiding seekers towards true enlightenment. The map contained a cryptic note: "Seekers of truth, climb the mountain, but understand that answers do not reside at its peak." Moved by these mysterious words, Taka sought the head priest's advice. The priest, after a thoughtful pause, smiled warmly and encouraged Taka to go, with a reminder not to search solely for answers, as often they are found within the questions themselves. One misty spring morning, Taka, with minimal belongings, embarked on his journey. Anticipation and anxiety entwined within him as he ventured into the forest depths, where the path quickly grew unclear. Surrounded by the ethereal beauty of moss-covered trails and rustling branches, Taka was filled with both worry and wonder. It was during one such moment of uncertainty, having lost his way, that a white crane landed gracefully before him, speaking in a quiet voice. "Young traveler," it said, "you too seek the teacher, do you not?" Surprised, Taka nodded. "I am in search of inner peace, but have lost my way," he replied. "Losing one's way is sometimes a necessary experience," the crane assured him gently. "I once wandered like you, seeking answers. But the teacher taught me an essential truth. Answers lie not in distant places, but within us." With this, the crane spread its wings and soared ahead, beckoning Taka to follow with a steady pace. Guided by the crane, Taka walked on, reflecting on his training, his life with the villagers, and the doubts within his heart. As the journey continued, these thoughts began to untangle, giving him clarity. Finally, Taka reached his destination, a quiet place just below the mountain's peak, veiled in mist. There, an ancient teacher, the master, awaited him as though anticipating his arrival. "Welcome, young seeker." The master greeted Taka in a voice both calming and profound, slowly putting Taka at ease. Kneeling before the master, Taka poured out his fears and uncertainties, his challenges in his spiritual practice, the weight of responsibility, and his insecurities. The master listened, nodding softly, and after Taka finished, began to speak in a gentle yet firm tone. "Your worries are like clouds floating in the sky. They are there, but not the sky itself. When the clouds drift away, the sky still remains. So it is with your true nature. Your essence lies beyond these passing thoughts." The master continued, "Awake each morning with the sunrise. Focus on your breathing. Let thoughts come and go without chasing them. This is the beginning of meditation. At first, it may feel difficult, but there is no rush. Everything happens in its own flow." With time, under the master's guidance, Taka's practice transformed. He learned to watch his thoughts like clouds, reducing the inner storms, feeling peace grow within. Yet, even this newfound tranquility was disrupted by sudden news. A messenger arrived from his village, informing Taka that his temple had suffered great damage from fire. Taka's heart immediately surged with emotion, and he prepared to return. But the master gently advised him to first calm his mind. Rushing with a troubled heart leads only to further turmoil, the master said patiently, urging him to breathe deeply and dwell in the present. Taka obeyed, and as his anxiety subsided, clarity emerged. Back in the village, Taka found charred ruins and despaired villagers. Recalling the master's teachings, he began by sitting with the villagers, sharing deep breaths to calm their minds. We can act on what we have now, Taka spoke softly. As efforts to rebuild the temple commenced, Taka shared the meditation practices he had learned with the villagers, guiding them toward inner peace. Initially unsure, the villagers began to experience calmness through continued practice. When drought later threatened the community, Taka remembered the master's wisdom. We cannot control nature, he told the villagers, but we can choose how to respond. Together, they sought new water sources and planted resilient crops. The ordeal strengthened bonds among them. One day, the teacher visited the village, pleased with its restored vibrancy. See, the master said, challenges present opportunities for growth. Your anxiety brought new wisdom and unity to this place. Sometimes the greatest trials offer the deepest lessons. Taka, with newfound purpose, vowed to support others facing struggles as he once had. The master's teachings, extending through Taka, enriched the village, bringing light to their lives. In time, Taka's temple became a refuge for many seeking peace. He imparted the lessons he had learned to newer generations, approaching others with deep empathy born of experience. Years passed, and one tranquil night, as Taka meditated under a star-filled sky, he was visited again by the white crane. Do you carry the answers you once sought? The crane asked softly. Taka smiled and replied, they have always been here. I needed only to learn the calm to see them. Our suffering often arises from averting our gaze. The crane nodded in satisfaction, spreading its wings under the moonlight. You now guide others, just as this cycle of life continues. With these words, the crane disappeared into the starlit night. In profound gratitude, Taka entered deeper meditation, now viewing intrusive thoughts with calm detachment. As more pilgrims sought his guidance, Taka echoed the master's approach, aiding each on their journey of self-discovery without overwhelming them with answers. Struggle and challenges must visit our lives, Taka shared, yet they are opportunities to grow.